Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So till now I think we have almost completed most of the pages. So now it's time to complete this contact page, and also I can see that most of you actually commented regarding the source code. So I'll add the source code in the description so you guys can download and you can modify by your own. Alright, so let's start. So if I just go to the final version, you can see that we have this simple page. So if I just load this page again, we have this name, email, and this will be description. So that will just correct this one, and there is a simple submit button. There should not be any functionality for now because we haven't done any backend or something, but if you guys want something like that, just comment below. I will create the backend. Also I'll try to also create an email service so that your recruiter can directly send an email from here also. All right, so first let's quickly create the JSX structure. So we have already created this page header content. So as usual, the first thing what we have to do, there should be a div, and this will be the main parent div, and here we'll give a class name, and this class name will give this one as, for example, content underscore content. All right, and now if I just go back, you can see that if I just go to resume page and if I just come back to contact me page, you can see that there is a kind of animation that we have already used from that particular package. So let's do that one also. So the first thing is that we have to import this animate. Sorry, this will be animate. All right, and here basically obviously we have to give some properties. So the first one will be play, second one will be duration, and also before that I think we have to import this one from React simple animate, and this will be duration. Next let's give this one as 1. Next we have delay. So delay we will be giving 0, and also we'll give a start. So this will be an object, and here we have to give transform, and this will be translate x, and let's give this one as 200 px minus, and that should be a end. This will obviously a object, and here we'll be doing the same. So let's copy this part, and here we'll make this one as 0 px. All right, that's it. Now next thing what we have to do, we have to take one h3. So if I just go back, we have this text and then this basically inputs. So here we'll be having one h3, and this one will take let's talk, and let's give a class name. So I'll give a class name here. We'll copy the parent class name. All right, and we'll give here, for example, content, then header text. All right, let's format this. Next thing what we have to do, we have to take another animate. So if I just go back, you can see that this part and this part both are animating from opposite direction. So this is from the left side. So this part is coming from the left side and this is coming from the right side. If you notice carefully, if I just go back, you'll see that this is coming from left, this is coming from right. So we have to take another animate here basically. All right, so let's do one thing. Let's copy paste the same thing. We just have to change very small things. So I'll copy paste and I'll just paste it here. All right, so the first thing what the change will be, this will be from right side. So this will be positive 200 px and this will be 0 px, and I think that's it. Now next thing what we have to do, we have to create the form. So for that, let's take a div, and here I'll take a class name, and class name we have to take this parent class name, and here we'll give this one as form. All right, now let's take here another div, and here basically we have to take the button, and this will be, for example, for now take this one as submit. Here we have to take the class name, so we'll copy this class name only, and let's give this one as name, for example, controls wrapper, and here we'll create 3 divs for now. So this will be 1, 2 and 3. So this one we will be having name wrapper. Let's copy this, and this will be email wrapper, and this one will be description wrapper. All right, now here basically what we have to do, we have to take one input and also we have to take one label. All right, So this will be input, and here we'll take name will be name, we'll take class name, let's take this one as input name, and also we'll take some type, and this will be text. That's it. All right, now next thing we have to take one label here, and this will be name obviously, and here what we have to do is to give HTML for this will be for name, and also we'll take a class name of name label. All right, and that's it. Now let's copy this and let's paste it here. So we just have to change the, so this will be email, and this will be email, and the same goes for this one also, and here we just have to make this one as description. So I'll just copy from here only. So this will be input description, and this also will be description, and I think that's it. So that's all about the JSX structure we need, and now everything we have to work for the CSS part. So if I just go back and let's go here, you can see that we are getting this. So now let's start to working on the CSS part. So the first thing what we have to do, we have to import the style.scss obviously. So I'll just quickly do that. So this will be import styles.scss, and the first thing we have to take the parent class, which is basically this contact, and we'll now target the content here, which is basically the content. So here basically we are targeting this div, you can see that this one. So here the first thing we will be doing, we'll take the padding 20px as usual. Now we'll target the header text, so this will be header text. So the first thing what you have to do, you have to take the color. So for this color, let's copy it from the index.css, the variable. So we have to take this color, this subtext color. All right, now next thing, we'll take display as inline block. We'll take font size as 22px. I think this all we have already done so many times, there is nothing to explain here. Simple CSS. Line height we'll take as 1 em, and then we'll take some letter spacing. Let's take this one as 0.5 px. We'll take position relative, text transform will be uppercase, and we'll take some padding of 5px, 10px, and we'll take border bottom as 2px solid where, and this will be yellow. So yellow means we have to take the main color, so this will be yellow theme main color. That's it. Let's save this and let's check. All right, now we are getting, so now we have to work on this particular border part. I think that also we have done. So what we have to do, basically first we have to take this header text, and here we have to target before, and also we have to target after. So we'll take before and after class, so this will be after, and here we'll take position as absolute, so that is the reason we have taken the position as relative here. Next thing, there should not be any content, so content will be empty, and we'll take width of 2px, we'll take height of 5px, we'll take background color as the main color because this is yellow, and also we'll take bottom as -1px. I think this part we have already done so many times. Next thing what we have to do, we have to just, for this before, we have to make left as 0, and for after we have to make the right as 0, and I think that's it. Now let's check. All right, now we can see that these all are coming. So for before, we make this one as left 0, and for this one right will be 0. All right, now next thing what we will be doing, we'll be targeting the form. So if I just go back, and you can see that we have this form class, right? So where we have to do that, so we'll be doing after this. So this will be here, so this will be form, and first thing we'll take some margin top as 30px. Now we have to target the controls wrapper, if I'm not wrong. So this will be controls wrapper. Let me check again. Alright, okay, so W is small, so we'll make this one as small. So controls wrapper will make this one as display grid. We'll make the grid template columns as repeat. So we'll make this one as 2 repeat, 1 effort. We'll make a gap of 40 px and also make a margin bottom of 30 px. Alright, so this is first thing. Let's check. Alright, now you can see that this is coming as a grid. Next thing what we will be doing, we'll be targeting this div because we have this same divs here. So let's do one thing. So in that case, I think what we can do, we can just remove this class name because these all are not required. We are just directly targeting these divs. So let's remove this one also, and also we can remove this part. Alright, so now we'll target div here. We'll make only position relative. And also another very important point, I think we have to give this all as required because these all the fields should be required. So that property we have to give. I think that's it. Let's save this. Now here what you have to do, you will be targeting input name, then we have input email, and also we have input description. Alright, now here we'll be doing width as 100%. We'll make border as 2px solid, and this will be the main color. So we'll take the main color, then we'll make some padding. We'll do this one as, for example, 16px and 12px, and we'll do transition as all 0.5 second is. Now let's do one thing. Let's take the position as relative because this is important. I'll tell you why. And we'll make the background color as transparent, and we'll make the color as white. So color will be white, so that means we have to take the subtext color. Alright, I think that's it. Okay, now next we have to target the labels basically. So let's do that quickly. So I'll just take here dot name label. This will be dot email label, and also you have to take description label. Alright, now we'll take the font weight as 500. We'll make the position as absolute for this one, so that is the reason I've taken position relative here. Now what you have to do, we'll make the top as 7px. We'll make left as 12px. We'll do transition for this one also all 0. For example, let's take it 2 seconds, 0.2, and style will be is. And I think that's it. And also you have to take the color, so color will be the white, and we'll make the font size as 16px, and I think that's it. Alright, so now let's check and let's see what we are getting. Alright, this is fine. So you can see that now what you have to do. Alright, so I think we have to change this one to email and this one to description, and I think this is not coming, so this part also you have to check. Let me quickly check that. So first thing, I think this one will be description, and this will be email. And why that is not coming, I think the reason is, I think this is small d. Alright, and let's check now. Alright, so now this is fine. So next thing what you have to do, basically we have to float this label. You can see that. Alright, and that is very easy to do. How you can do that? So first thing what we'll be doing here, you can see that some kind of outline is coming, right? So that we have to fix. So for that, what we can do here, so let's do one thing. We'll first take these 3 classes, and we'll take focus for this one also. Sorry, this will be for this one and also for this one. And what we have to do, we just have to make the outline as none. Next thing, basically what we have to do, we have to do another thing is that how you can basically make that one float. So in that case, whenever there is a focus, what you want to do, basically you want to make that label on the top. So how you can basically do that, this kind of thing. So first thing is that you have to first target that input, and you have to check, okay, all right, if there is a focus or not. So if there is a focus, that means I just want to do this name level some different position, or basically some different properties. So what this is basically doing, you can see that this is checking if there is a focus on this input name, and then I want to target this name level class basically, or basically this level. So we will be doing font size, let's make it a little bit bigger, and then we'll make the top as -25 px, and also you have to make the left as 0 px. Now if I just save this and let's go back, see that now this is in focus and this is going on top. All right, but there is a problem. If I just type something, and you can see that this is coming like again to the initial position. So how you can basically fix that? So there is a property and that you have to do, and that is extremely simple again, because we have given required in this input fields, if I'm not wrong. So what you have to do, basically you have to take the same class name, so this will be input name, and if this input name is valid, then I want to do the same thing. And I think now this is clear, right? So now if I just go back, you can see that now this is on top. If I remove this one, then only it will be below. So if I just again click, and this is working, right? So now this is very simple. So you have to do the same. Basically this is a copy paste. So I'll do the same for input email dot focus plus dot email level, and the same we have to do it for this valid part. So I'll just copy this, and this will be valid. And the next what we have to do, basically we have to do for description. So this will be input description colon focus plus dot description level, and we'll just copy this, and we'll do the same for valid. Sorry, this will be for valid, and I think now this will work. So now let's check. All right, I can see that now this is working. All right, so there is a value, and this is actually fine. All right, so the next thing I think what you have to do, you have to make this one as text area, I think. So that we have done some mistakes. So here I think this will be text area, and I think we can give some rows property here. So rows, let's give this one as, for example, 5. I think that will be enough. So now let's check. All right, now this is fine. Now next thing what you have to do, you have to style the button, and that is very simple. So let's do that. So I'll go back, and here basically what you have to do, you have to target this class name, and let me check once. I think here we have to target. All right, because the button is inside this content. So we'll target button. So first let's make this one as cursor pointer. Padding will make 10 px, 70 px as usual. Font size will be 2 rem. We'll make the background as transparent. Then we'll make the color as var. So the color will be yellow, so this will be main color, and we'll make the border as same. So this will be 1.5 px solid var, the same color. We'll make the border radius as 4 px, and also let's give a font weight of 600. That's it. Let's save this. I think there is some problem. All right, so this will be 1.5. Sorry. All right, now this is fine. All right, now this is fine. So on hover we just have to make this one. I think there is some, I think, all right, so I got it. So I think let's make this one as 500. Let's check now. All right, now this is fine. I think on hover you have to give some style. That is very simple. Let's do it. We'll target here hover, and we'll make the color as black. We'll make the background now as the main color, and I think that's it. Now let's check. All right, now this is fine. Everything is working. So the only thing what you have to do, we just have to write some media queries. So what we will be writing, so this will be at the media only screen, and so you have to, we'll target if the max width is 768 px, then what you have to do, we'll target this contact form basically. So let me just copy it directly. So I think we can do one thing. We can take this one, and here basically we'll make this one text align as center, and inside this we have this controls wrapper. So this will be controls wrapper, and this one will be making the grid template columns. So this will be now, instead of 2, this will be 1, and we'll make the gap as 40 px. I think gap we don't have to do. I think we have already done this one. Let me check that. Yeah, so I think only this is fine. Now let's check. All right, so now let's go back, inspect, and we'll go for smaller devices. Now you can see that this is fine and everything is almost completed. All right everyone, so I think that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed this series. I will add the source code in the description. If you like this video, give a like. Please subscribe to my channel. My goal is to complete at least 1000 subscribers, and also I'm planning to make so many videos. Thank you for your support and good luck.